So I got one of my pistons ringed earlier this morning, uh, trying to use these, and for some reason I paid $8 for these. They probably have a better pair, but they only work on the two upper rings. That's my wrist pin. Down here are my C rings to hold the piston onto the crankshaft or onto the crank rod. So I'm just going to leave that. I'm not doing that now. So for the purpose of making this video, I'm going to go ahead and ring this front piston marked F there. So that goes on the front. I'm looking for something on here that doesn't need to be explained right now, but that's okay for the purpose of ringing this piston. It's not necessary. 3 steps involved, and we're going to start down here with the oiler ring, and then there's 2 compression rings that go on top and below. But the oiler ring has to go in first. If you try, because I did it last time, if you try to put one of these at the bottom and then put the oiler ring here in the middle and then go on top, it doesn't work. Or I couldn't get it to work. You know what? Let me turn this tumbler off. I got some transmission parts in there that are rusty as all get out. And I just bought, after I came out of my semi-annual checkup visit from the doctor, I went to Home Depot and I bought some all-purpose Quikrete sand, because the walnut shells I had bought at Harbor Freight were just polishing it, and they weren't really cleaning them up with the rust and everything. So here we go. The oiler ring is on. We're going to start with the first compression ring that goes on the top and or bottom of that oiler ring. Now this really is a delicate procedure because you don't want to bend the ring or scratch the surface, and sometimes you just can't avoid that. But I'm going to try to slowly move this down to the bottom of the oiler ring and get it to slide in at the bottom of it. Come on, puppy. Like so. Wow. That cooperated well. So let's go with the second one. And I've already checked out these rings. Normally there's a dot or some lettering that says top, and that it's not on any of these rings. In fact, the 2 top compression rings don't have that marking either. But what you can look for, according to the manual, is there is a bevel, if there is a bevel, I should say, on one side of the ring. That inside bevel is the top, so that'll go to the top. And so the bevel is just too slight to show in the camera, but if you look hard enough, you'll be able to see it if you're ever wind up doing this. Now, these rings are supposed to go in with the offset or with the opening about 120 degrees in rotation away from each other. And so that makes sure that there's a seal on the compression and you don't have multiple ring openings in the same location to where the compression is going to shoot down past and below the piston. But I am not installing these pistons onto the crank rods and the push rods and putting them into the cylinders today, but I will make sure that when I get to that stage with my new ring compressor, I will make sure that come on, puppy, let's do this. I will make sure that the openings on the rings are 120 degrees off, and before I slide the cylinder down on it, and make sure that everything is right and that I get proper compression. So there's that one's at the bottom. This little puppy's gonna have to come out of the top. Went easier on the first one, trust me. But let's get it out and down into the next groove where it needs to be. Almost. Here's that pick. I'm going to enlist a little bit of help here. Almost. Come on, baby. Come on. You start seeing blood because I stuck myself. Okay, well. I know what to do. This is stainless and it's round. And it didn't hurt a thing. So there it goes. There's the first ring. Normally I would gap that inside the cylinder wall, but I know the shop that I got the rings and the pistons off of and the cylinders, I know he matched them up because he told me so. And so I'm not going to bother checking because I'm comfortable with his work. So last ring on, or going on, into the top groove. To get this pin, this piston ringed. Come on. Yeah, see, you're not wanting to cooperate, are you? Almost there. bit of a cold. Or running nose anyway. Bingo! Here we go. That piston is ringed. Nice. So, I'm still missing a few things that I have not been able to chase down while I'm home this time for reasons I just don't feel like talking about at the moment. Nobody's fault but mine. I'm going to put these clips back in and this nice sealed wrist pin back in. Seal it up. And that's it.